Hey my friends, it's your friend Kevin. Welcome. Today is Friday, October 6th, 2023, and this is your card of the day. Alright, so we are using Kyle Gray's Angel and Ancestors Oracle deck with artwork by Lily Moses. And we have the Emperor card, which is our card of the week, featuring Archangel Uriel. This one is about stability, efficiency, and taking charge of a situation. Really, it's been about organization this week. Organization of thoughts, organization of feelings, putting your affairs in order. And so I've got some isms up here. Tend to the garden of importance. What is important to you? What matters to you? Anything and everything else? Well, yeah, you know what? You can put it on the plan B side. Here, my thoughts turn into things of beauty all the time. If you're not thinking of things of beauty, if you're not surrounding yourself with beautiful situations, beautiful people, wonderful opportunities, then, turn them around, give them a shift. We are all about today deliberate creation. What are you creating that's on purpose? What are you making a decision about? Things do happen. They tend to happen all the time. Then you make a decision. How we respond and how we react to each and everything that comes to us makes a difference to what happens next. Let's get on with card of the day and see how this all plays in. Guardians of the Four Corners, Mother in the Earth, Father in the Sky, Angels, Ancestors, intergalactic beings from all realms. I welcome you to this space and give thanks to be your messenger. I set the intention that whatever is gained from the lessons learned today from this oracle tool be dedicated to the growth of everyone, everywhere, for their highest good. So be it, so shall it be. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here we go. Well, let's see. Oh, there we go. This one. Now, this deck consists of symbols and seasons and angels and guardians. So we get a bit of a mix. At first, when I first got this deck, this card always reminds me of the Master Jesus. But I also feel like, I was about to finish my sentence about this deck intimidated me because it was so different. This is the great teacher. And the message that goes with it is to learn from spiritual experiences. We see what I feel and believe looks like, to me, the Master Jesus, but it's the Master Spirit. The Master Spirit that lives within, the divine, and we have a beautiful peace dove. Then behind it, if I can pull this up a bit further, so much detail in these cards. We have Archangel Metatron's Merkaba, or Metatron's cube as it's known. This intermesh, the divine network, universal network that surrounds us all and connects us all dot by dot, light by light, being by being. And you can focus on this image of opening up your arms, opening up your heart, opening up your eyes, opening up your soul to the universe and learn from those spiritual messages that come back. Now, this has a picture of a male energy, but there's also the softness and the spirituality of that female nurturing spirit side. We see images and illustrations that have a softness to them, more the feminine energy, and a business side to them, more the masculine. I think it's why we have an empress, who to me is a bit like Mother Mary, and the emperor, who might be like God or Jesus or one of the great ones, a master teacher. And here we've got a great teacher here saying, what is it that you want to learn? And I'm getting so tired of this camera doing this pulsing mess. I'm going to get another camera, I'm determined. So what would you want? What is it that you want to teach yourself, and what is it that you want to learn, and what can you learn? Maybe it's a question of today going through your day, pulling in the things that you see, the things that you know, the things that you have done before, and putting them all together. What can that teach you? What is it that you can learn? And I would say listen to your inner voice as well as messages that come from everything else that you're learning, everything else that you're doing, everything else that you're being. We were here for a purpose, and lessons learned are lessons to be taught to other people. Sometimes we don't feel like what we know, what we've learned, what we've been taught is of value to others. Or we have the notion that we can't really teach anybody anything because who are we to be teaching? I'm reminded of Marianne Williamson said, who are we not to be great? It is that we fear that we are that great and powerful person. Just this morning in my meditation, I was thinking of the rhyme, I am a star and a star is a heavenly body radiating light. I'm a heavenly body, I radiate light, therefore I am a star. And repeating it over and over and over kind of lifts up the energy. So today's message is look and see what's happening around you and know that it's being divinely inspired to teach you and show you something. Learn from every current situation and experience, and then do your sharing with other people. And that can be simply asking someone who may be not seeing the beauty or not seeing what's in front of them. It's a really challenging thing when you're buying into fear and you're buying into doubt and you're buying into all the things that cause us to have these feelings of not being good enough, not being worthy enough, not being valuable enough. All of those things. I've experienced that this week. It's ongoing. It isn't that we magically get up and say these things to ourselves, well, I'm just not going to be good enough today. But think about it. When have you thought, I want to go do something? And then one of the past voices has told you whatever you remember it telling you. It isn't that you're supposed to pay attention to that. It's that you're supposed to pay attention to how far you've come from it, what you've grown past it. This card is really kind of inspirational. And if you think about those of you who are Christian, those of you that follow the Bible, those of you that know the Master Jesus, knows that when in Scripture it says he came to enlighten the world, to show them that there's a better way of being. Doesn't matter really what line of divinity you follow, Hinduism, Buddhism, any kind of scripture will tell you there's a better way. And it's always usually led by someone who wants something better for you. Kuan Yin, one of the other ones, Melchizedek, which is one of my wonderful guides that comes and guides me. They're incredible. And they all come with messages, different ways of saying something similar. We are here to shift and shape and learn and grow and teach and share. So that's what the message is today. Let yourself be the teacher of your own life. Use the great teacher within. Let yourself see how much of your time is dedicated to the efforts and energies of understanding yourself and the world around you. You're having a spiritual experience as well as a human life. Allow yourself to have greater awareness of what you need. What do you need to do in order to grow? There's a really good and great chance that you've been having quite a few challenges recently. Quite a few challenges. The challenges have not been put in our space and our place because life, wisdom, God, the universe, whatever you believe is a greater power than you, these things don't come to us because they want to beat us over the head and make us feel bad. They come to us as ways to work with the tools that we have to pay attention to what's truly important, to discard anything that is not for the highest good. And when I look at the highest good, that could simply be, I want to have a day that's filled with joy. I want to have a day that's filled with life. I want to have a day that filled with love and great people. That's what I'm up for. Having said that, having been up for that, having been taking that as my own personal quest to do this, I also know it's going to come with a little bit of an investment. You could say, well, what's the cost? What's the value? Where's the value? Where's the worth? That's really very personal. And it usually comes from me, I don't know about for you, when something isn't going quite the way I want it to, expect it to, or think it should go. There's my question. What is it I need to know about this, and why is this feeling so weird? And I have got some fantastic, wonderful personal friends. Some of you on here that comment, oh my goodness, that's so valuable, because it gives insight into, oh, how can I move past this? How can I get this a little bit further forward? What am I not paying attention to? And all the time, you probably heard yourself saying it, we get in our own way, trip over our own shoelaces. And oftentimes, the perception of the work we have to do to set the balance in place is challenging. So therefore, we want to go around it. We want to go up over it. We want to avoid it. We want to find, where's the cheat sheet, please? And in some respects, there needs to be a cheat sheet. But in other ways, what can I learn if I went through this? The other thing I have learned in my years of teaching and learning and teaching and learning, they're like hand in hand. They're this. Teach me what I need to know. Show me what I need to know. And then do your best to help me get there. This is like, for me now, one big experiment. For a long time, I've looked at every single day I get as being a blessing. As being, I've got the here and I've got the now to make a difference. I've got the here and I've got the now to not exactly put right the wrongs, but adjust the narrative. If we look at things and everything as being right or being wrong or being good or being bad, we've just labeled it and put it into some kind of perspective. But if it is just what it is, and an experience comes from it, you can look at it. The other part of it is look at it like, well, this might work for these people. This does not work necessarily for me. And I feel like I want to take a different course of action. And then you look at, what's this course of action I've got to take? Then you say to Spirit, well, I'm choosing something else. But you can also say, why am I choosing something else? Am I choosing something else because it simply isn't working? Or am I choosing something else because I want to run away from whatever is working? Fear is so mysterious. The ego is so mysterious. The questions are so important, which is why meditating, getting clear, dropping down to those lower alpha brain waves. My friend Vicky does it, the breathing techniques, going down, down, down. Open yourself up to creativity. Because while all this mental claptrap is happening, you can't really see all that, can't get clear on it. So meditation helps to do it. And I'm working on a few meditations, some for beginners, some for the body, physical meditation to balance out your body. They feel guided. Where was I going with that? So once you meditate, then perhaps go on a walk into nature, a run, something exercise, something to stir up the heart rate, something to stir up the physical body, something to where you could go dancing, you could put some music on and get your groove on, something actually physical. And when you've done that, 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever that looks like, then you get to do the inquiry piece. You've worked on the mental, you've brought everything into focus, you've got on the physical, you've stirred up your body. Now you get to ask the questions. How do I feel now? What has shifted? And what can I learn from this? Deliberate creation. Get in the driving seat of your life today. Write down what it is you want to accomplish. Then write down what you believe is getting in the way of it. And then work on a plan to balance it out and get down a different avenue. Tend to the garden of importance. What is important? What's stopping you? What's blocking you? What has got you awake at night? I love you, all of you. You're so brilliant, so capable, so amazing. Until tomorrow, lots of love. Bye.